Welcome back to more Tokyo Extreme Racer. So last time we took down 4 more teams, I believe. We also took down Wanderer 2. We also made the first boss, I believe, of Return of the Boss appear, Iron Old Man. So we're going to be taking one. But first, let's take on the last person from Commander, who's right next to this. So that's pretty convenient. So yeah, let's do it. So yeah, I definitely want to take on Iron Old Man because again, we definitely want upgrades, obviously. That'll definitely be very nice for the final bosses. So yeah, after route of this stage, I mean, I call it route. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm a bit jumpy after that last part because yeah, that was a very fun part. I really enjoyed playing that. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take on Commander here. Here again, they kind of focus mainly on forward drive cars. They got Two-Legged Hide, which is a very weird name. Yeah, they mostly drive, Subarus and Mitsubishis. Although, like I said before, one dude randomly drives a Skyline R33 in this game, so yeah. Anyways, so yeah, let's take him on. So what we're probably going to do is, we're going to defeat Two-Legged Hide, then we're going to take on the team leader, who's also kind of interesting. There we go. And yeah, you can also fill out nitrous too when we get to the parking area. But anyway, here's our boss. Yeah, he has a very weird name. That's a dang sure. He's called Senna's Feet Ginji, or Senna's Foot before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be named after Ayrton Senna. A very famous Formula 1 driver. He won 3 titles, but would tragically lose his life in 1994. So yeah. And yeah, he's considered like, a genius in terms of driving, so yeah. Makes sense that, team would name some of them. And yeah, we don't even need the nitrous, we're just pulling away from him. So that's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know why he can't keep up. He's probably actually kind of dangerous as a rival, but apparently not here. So yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. And yeah, there's another story about Ayrton Senna, but we might talk about that later, let's just say. So yeah. Because it might relate to another very long topic, so yeah. So yeah, like I said, I'm probably just gonna cut and then we're gonna get to Iron Old Man. Let's see, where is Iron Old Man now? So now I have a better idea where you go. Yeah, he's going that way, so I need a parking area. That's a dang sure, so yeah. I'm probably just gonna... Do I even take on a rival? You know, it might be smart to take on some rivals, so yeah. So yeah. Traffic cars mainly. So yeah, let me do that, and then we're gonna go take on Old Man. Iron Man if he was old, I guess. But anyway, I'm not joking around. Let's actually cut. Alrighty, so yeah, one of the traffic cars forced me down Yokohama. That actually kind of worked out because I met up with Agile Wild Receiver, which means that we can finish up Strong Formation 2 in this night. So yeah, that's gonna be a team to talk about because it's 11 members. So yeah. So I'm definitely gonna need to do that. I'm definitely gonna hone my speeding skills of that, so yeah. He wasn't too bad. I didn't even need to accelerate through that turn. But we do have the team leader fight. I might use nitrous though. Reliable center. Because he's driving a BN-R34, so yeah. So anyway. He has some pretty good acceleration. Yeah, let's do that. Let's hope that's enough. So I can save a little bit for Iron Old Man. Now, yeah, there's something interesting about some information I also learned when I was doing some research. He is catching back up, which isn't great. He has more health too because of his first skill there. And I'm losing all my health because I decided not to take that corner very well. He only has a little bit less, so I can pull away. Then we've got this. Again, I could use nitrous, but I'm going to be playing a little bit greedy here. I'm basically kind of waiting for it to make a stick. Well, that was close. He's on me. He's very on me. I really need him to make a mistake. Or just slow down. Because yeah, we're also hitting out the engine too, which isn't great. This is what happens when the greed takes over, I guess. Oh, but there we go. Iron Man's there, but yeah, I need to cool this engine down though, so yeah. But I should have enough tires and nitrous left for him, so yeah. And then yeah, if there's another boss after him, we'll just refill at the parking area. So yeah, once again, yeah, let me couple this. So gonna be doing a lot of cutting this spot, I feel like. I mean, that'll be best, because we're not gonna... I don't know if we're gonna have a long night today, so yeah, that's kind of one reason why, so yeah. And yeah, like I said, yeah, let me cool down this engine and then let's cut. Alright, here he is. We got Iron Old Man to take on now, the last of the Kurosaki brothers, so yeah, let's do it. And yeah, as you can tell in Japanese, he's called Kurogane Okina, so yeah, it is interesting. Alright, let's take one. He also drives a BMG LeBlanc, so yeah, just like his brothers. And yeah, he bumped me there. So let's use a little bit to get past him, because yeah, he can't do much if I'm ahead of him, is what it feels like to me, so yeah. And then yeah, after this corner I'm gonna blast away from him. I think that's gonna be the plan. Like so. Here's again, I'm just gonna go to the parking area after this, or end the day, so yeah. So how fast can we go down the Rainbow Bridge? Not too bad. So Iron Man's the beard, and we'll actually get quite a lot of money from him too. So there we go. And that does indeed end the day. Returning to the park area, you found a familiar machine waiting for you. Two of the Kurosaki brothers, the previously encountered Golden Hanya and the opponent from the earlier battle, Iron Old Man. Even my older brother got taken down, we'll lose face of the Phantom 9 crew at this rate. Perhaps an opponent this former is something Phantom 9 should welcome. Crushing a strong enemy to prove one's strength. That's exactly the kind of thing Snake Eyes would relish. Masamichi, my older brother, why is it both so obsessed with someone like this? Hey rookie, you got some potential, so let me give you a piece of advice. The Shuto Express is about to enter a time of turmoil. 4 years ago, back when Snake Eyes and Phantom 9 crushed countless teams. This hour was just a fun, but if you plan to keep racing ahead of us, be prepared for what's coming. There we go, and now we are Rapid Guardian. So let's read about the two teams of the field and Iron Old Man. And also, let's see what's on the map now. Yep, he's not the only boss. We have Dark Tengu as well. And also, yeah, we now have all the bosses now, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, if I really want to, I could just fight like every boss, and then we can just clean up afterwards while taking down Wonders. That might not actually a bad idea, to be honest. So yeah. You know, maybe I will do that. But first, let's read about the two teams in the field. Start with Commander, a team with a long history. Initially a strict group with a noble goal of expelling reckless street racers to Shuto Expressway, and no women allowed. They have not achieved significant success. Many women have since left, and the remaining members are individualistic, focusing on honing their skills alone, barely keeping the team alive. However, many skilled drivers remain, each making their presence known as racers, so yeah. So yeah, first up we got Suma Yuto. He's a swimmer, former competitive swimmer. But he's retired and he's now teaching children how to swim, so yeah. And he's once teased by his friend Shooter Flirt as the #1 non-chick magnet. But now he has a girlfriend, so yeah. So it's all going downhill, so yeah. Yeah, apparently he still likes to wear the swimming trunks though, but anyway. Then we got Rainbow Traveler. All Nappy type who's driven all types of cars apparently, even types of cars aren't in this game. I don't think RR is in this game, and MR is very rare, so yeah. So yeah, he's all about exploiting enemy weaknesses with his vast knowledge, so yeah. And yeah, needed to take the seriously, he now races solo, so yeah. Then yeah, we got Ice Axe Noboru. Okay. So yeah. You got Gentle Sake. We're definitely gonna read her because yeah, she's kind of the reason why there's a lot of weird stuff going on with this team. So yeah, let's just say. Yeah, let's say yeah, a lot of this character is around Gentle Sake. That's why they fought alongside her. So yeah. Then we got Shoot the Flirt, Pickup Artist, as you probably said. I don't know what this job is. Gigolo? Gigolo? I never heard of someone doing that. So yeah. He's all about being flashy. And apparently he's also, attracted to Gentle Sake. And then, yeah, he bought the same car as Isaac Lover to try and impress her, so yeah. And yeah, now let's read about her. So yeah, Sake Toyohashi, Gentle Sake. Aimed to be underestimated because she's a woman, she always dresses boyishly. She has a legendary story disguising herself as a man to join a men-only team, and quickly slapping anyone who underestimates her. She upgraded to the latest model of the car, twin turbocharged with a big turbine, for explosive acceleration. To increase player joy, she removed the pass sheet and to install a roll bar, unknowingly dealing a blow to men who wanted to sit beside. Yeah. This is an only men team, and then she decided to disguise herself as a man to join us. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Then you got Two-Legged High, who apparently is driven by a desire for revenge and humiliation being rejected by Rings. And Rings is a pretty good team in the Shuto, so yeah. So a lot of these guys, yeah, again, they're not in a good place, let's just say. Either they're thinking about one woman in the team, or, thinking about revenge, like in that guy's case. Anyway, let's talk about Senna's feat Ginji. Ginji Okuma, Detective. The team created with the goal of punishing malicious drivers is now struggling without results. Driven by a strong ego to become a famous street racer, he fixates on battling well-known opponents. He switched to a WRX STI equipped with high-performance brakes. His strategy involves breaking duels at corner entry and using all-drive superior acceleration to pull head in side-by-side turns, improving his win rate. While barely maintaining his reputation as a street racer, the team is on the brink of collapse. Yeah, it's not looking good. Let's just say, how about strong formation? A team formed by members of a corporate American football team. With the large roster of 11 members, they excel in multiple battles against a single opponent. Playing for faster beats, they've honed their formation strategies and decided to advance into the C1 area where they can fully utilize the team's strength. They plan to defeat the mortal opponents with their newly developed formations. Since injuries affect their matches, all members were protectors, surprising those around them at the parking area, so yeah. Yeah, perfect. Nose guard, on the defense 5, and younger brother figure to outside middle guard, so yeah. Pretty much, yeah, the thing about this team is that, yeah, they're all in sync with each other. Like, they have like different groups and stuff that they team up with. It kind of makes sense because, yeah, teamwork is the dream work when you're playing a sport like this, so yeah. And yeah, he's got a long way of shooting too, and apparently his football skills too, so yeah. The next defensive 5 is outstanding middle guard, the older brother figure to perfect nose guard. And he is the one who gave the name Perfect to his mistake from Junior. And pretty excited to shoot it too, so that's good. Good to see that they're working in harmony. And yeah, his cards have got the soft ascension and pillar balls for more direct handling, it's said. Then we got defensive back, another one defensive 5, and the middle wall defender. And he was reckless, but now, yeah, he's a bit more calm, so that's good to know. And he once saw Agile wide receiver as a rival, but a bond deepened after a battle, so that's good to know. Again, the team here, again, there's a lot of friendship going on in this team, which is actually kind of cool. Then we got defensive line, one defensive 5, and core defender of the team. So yeah, he's quite important for, making sure the opponent doesn't score, obviously, so yeah. And he's also done some Warful training to improve himself, and yeah, it seemed to work out quite well for him. Quickly reading through that, so yeah. Then you got Supreme Linebacker, the trusted commander of Defense 5, that's probably why we fallen last in that triple battle, so yeah. Also, raiding this team too kind of reminds me of Pokemon Black White 2 because I'm still practicing that game. Yeah, there's obviously the big stadium and you fight the football dudes, so yeah. That kind of reminds me of this, so yeah. Well, he used to be rich in knowledge, but lacking in driving training, years of practice honing skills, so yeah, he's also trying to improve himself. All these guys are trying to improve themselves. But now we got the offense 5, with mobile running back, so these guys are the ones who make the plays. So yeah. Clearly makes him the team's information gatherer, so that's kind of interesting. I don't know why you even need that with a team like this, but hey, maybe they want to try and improve themselves, I'm not so sure. Promising on talent, serving as a vanguard to energize the team. Marine see this technique because it's significantly improved. Nice rival vanguard. Encounter increase, so yeah, that's cool. Then we got Agile Rail Receiver. Aggressive nature, pride to giant bells. He in the bell wrote the opposite team, which did well to his team. But yeah, again, he's trying to improve himself on that. Again, all these guys, yeah, they're pretty similar, but it makes sense because, again, they all have the same hobby, obviously, or job in this case. So yeah, kind of makes sense that, yeah, they all be on the same wavelength. They got all or nothing fullback, on the offense 5. Relish overlying opponents with sheer power. He apparently crashed, and it started signing under offensive linemen, so there you go. So once again, thinking about his personal growth, you know, all that good stuff. Then we got Hot Blood Quarterback, star player serving as a key QB on the main football team. Quarterback, obviously, that's what that means. Actually improved his racing. Cars change for mid-range torque. Focus on the Seaman course, even though they're Shinkantra for all new second route, but that's okay, I guess. Then you got offensive linesman, the commander of the offense 5. Yeah. Again, I can't remember if there was a battle where he fought multiple at once. I feel like there was in Infiltration, not in this game though. But I can never see him like leading that, so yeah. It's either that or yeah. I know that multiple members of the team in Infiltration might battle in a row, but yeah, I can't remember exactly, so yeah. They're quite an interesting team back then. They were still 11 members, and now they still are. And finally, we got the team leader, reliable center, Masamichi Ukida, American football player, if you couldn't tell already. And Swartzen excels as the center of the American football team, Crimson Strongers. So yeah, the team is actually not called Storm Formation, but, well, the racing team is, but the actual team is actually called something different. Kind of makes sense because, yeah, you know, the red and the white that they kind of have. Then the racing team's Strong Formation established a recreational activity, quickly secured its position through football-like formation tactics. After the unbeatable formation strategies broken 4 years ago, he's been working day and night with Supreme linebacker device for advanced formations. He drives his high-powered machine. High-powered large machine is impressive strength. So that interesting thing is the sticker. Apparently it used to have horns on it, which looked like the Minnesota Vikings, but maybe they had to change that because of reasons, so yeah. But yeah, that could be the team that this is supposed to be based on. Again, I did some lore reading on that, so yeah, there you go. Finally, let's look at the boss of the beard, Iron Old Man, Masakazu Kurosaki. He's a lawyer, Iron Old Man, obviously. And he also gets caught to the Kurogane Okina, the eldest of the Kurosaki brothers. Having lost his parents at a young age and acted as a parent to his brothers, he tends to look old in his age. Although the brothers get along well, it is the eldest's fate to mutate when the two young ones fight. It is a Kurosaki family style to settle disputes through battles. It excels in insight and spares no effort in gathering information, anticipating all situations. He sometimes tests the abilities of his battle opponents with blocking maneuvers and will easily discard those he deems unworthy. So there we go. Alright, so yeah, let's keep it up. Let's try and take on more bosses today. I'm feeling confident. Let me also look up perks too. So okay, so you actually got a pretty decent amount last time, so you know what? Yeah, let's I think we'll do this. And then yeah, I think after maybe I take on Dark Tengu, because yeah, Dark Tengu is gonna give us the next upgrades. Then yeah, I probably will hold off. I've already won't get win streak bonus up until the next stage, maybe we'll see. I mean that's good for now, so yeah. Alrighty. Let's give it a go here. So yeah, I want soft tires because we're basically going to be doing kind of a boss rush here. Let's find Dark Tengu on this tick one. So he's over there. He's going downwards. Alright, he's right next to this. That works out quite well. So yeah, we never need to give it our all here. Because yeah, we have, like I said, a boss rush. Because yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, we're going to take on all of the main bosses. So yeah. Probably to make things easier, I won't take on every little bit warrior and Shua strong on the same night. I'm probably just going to take on separate nights. That's probably the best way to deal with bosses like that, especially if they're on completely different sides of the map, which I'm pretty sure those two are. So yeah, let's see. Do I take on a traffic car? Sure, why not? We'll take on the taxi here. Here's again, we'll get a little bit of a win streak bonus then. By there being one person, so yeah. Once again, yeah, taxis are no such. So I definitely don't want to take him on too early in the game, so yeah. I'll need to probably cool down the engine a little bit, but yeah, it looks like his top speed isn't too great because of pulling away. Yeah, he passed him right there. So yeah, let's cool down things a little bit. But again, I'm pretty sure after we beat Dark Tengu, then the day's gonna end, so yeah. Yeah, we got a ball on nitrous, I think we're ready to go, so yeah. Let's let him past, and let's take him on. Yami Tengu obviously is a Japanese name, as you probably expect by the... as you probably expect by him being called Dark Tengu here. I'm pretty sure, isn't he... I don't know if this is true or not, I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure an input... I won't say I'm pretty sure. I feel like I remember hearing an input chit chat, he's called Dark Goblin, which, yeah, how do you get that from that sticker right there? That's clearly a Tengu. So, yeah. Then again, yeah, they also called Golden Panya Golden Wisdom. Yeah, you can probably tell that, yeah, localization wasn't great back then, was it? So, yeah. So that ain't no Goblin, that's definitely a Tengu right there, so, yeah. But I'm saying my nitrous, I have no idea why, but because I kind of don't need to save it here, but that's okay. But, yeah. And there we go, 4th Phantom 9 member defeated. That is pretty awesome. And you get an extra 60,000. You also get his card too. Walking around the park here with his head down, emitting an odd aura was the man he battled earlier, Dark Tengu. Dark Tengu was luring suspiciously around part machines that belonged to others, and the shiny street racers seemed wary of him. Dark Tengu suddenly looked up and saw you. Immediately he turned pale and began shouting in a trembling voice. Yeah, you may also... yeah... You may also notice he's actually holding an anime figure because he's actually an otaku, so yeah. Hey you, how dare you have the nerve to beat me earlier? If I get kicked out of Pan 9 because of you, what am I supposed to do? Damn it, if I'd known this would happen, oh god, I would have gone easy on you. I have so many ways to crush someone like you. Got a problem? Let me teach you something useful. Only follow rules that help you win. That's what all street racers do. Don't care about methods. That's the essence of it. There are those who are obsessed with sportsmanship and act all righteous. But if you ask me, they're ridiculous. Truly ridiculous. There are even people slipping around me unhappy about something, but they're all sympathetic. Is Dark Tengu right? Is the essence of a street race solely the pursuit of victory? Or is there another answer out there? So yeah, there we go. We'll read about him as well. And we'll also get the parts, because I'm pretty sure yeah, we're done with Return of the Blasters now? Yes. So, let's get those upgrades. And they are these ones. You can get Clutch, Gearbox, and LSD. So there we go. Let's tune them up. Definitely, yeah, this is, the Clutch and transition is definitely nice because, yeah, we're going to be able to shift up a little bit easier now, so that's good. Let's read about Dark Tengu. We're also going to get a lot of boss cards, so we can read about, we can look at those when we have all of them available, so yeah. So here's Dark Tengu. Kenichi Mayama, he's a dentist. I wouldn't trust him with dental work to be fair, because you know, I was talking earlier, but anyway. A man with a strained atmosphere, always lowering his eyes. His hobbies are watching anime and collecting shoujo figures, making him an indoor type, but his driving skills are top notch. However, after being defeated by a certain street racer appeared 4 years ago, he feels pressured, believing he'll be the first to be kicked out of the team. He obsessed with winning by any means, resulting in the dirty driving without hesitation. It's written that he's even tempered his opponent's car, so the truth is uncertain. Yeah, he's not a good person, let's just say. But anyway, with him done, let's go take on Heavy Little Bit Warrior. And again, these two, you can beat them in the same night, but I think I'm just going to end the night after we beat each one, so yeah. Well, of course, after we beat both, that's when the night ends. But anyway, so yeah. Like I said, let's take on Heavy Little Bit Warrior. I Kandabashi C1 Owl Loop. Yeah, he's past C1, and yeah, now we're going to be finding the new bosses, so yeah. Sure is pretty good, so yeah, much like Melancholic Angel. So that's why I think on every little bit warrior first. Let's see what we can do now. Continually improving Toyo's Supra, so yeah. We still have quite a lot to do in the stage, but like I said, yeah, if I knock out all this, that would actually help out quite a bit, to be honest, so yeah. Because I'm thinking the next part, yeah, I'm probably going to be preparing cars for Wanderers off screen, and then yeah, you can see my fruit, the fruit of my work, I guess, in that part, so yeah. Is I do have a lot of money, so I might as well spend a little bit of it, so yeah. Right? Here he is. I'd be a little bit worried. He's driving a Super BRZ, the newer BRZ, so yeah. Pretty cool looking BRZ too. And yeah, he's C1 loop, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. So let's see what we can do. Let's try to boost away from him. The good thing about him being on C1 is that, yeah, it's very possible he can make a mistake and give you an easy win, but I mean, I'm pulling away from him, so that's good. Again, like I said, I don't think the Supra is the best car on C1, but it's good enough, and that's what's important, so yeah. Especially if I take the corners, actually good ones, so there we go. Good stuff. Like I said, I think we're just gonna end the night. Because Sure Strong is far away from her, so yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So yeah. So we're just gonna end the night. And we also got a full tank of nitrous for Sure as well, so yeah. But anyway, with that done, now let's yeah, take on, I think yeah, we'll talk about putting them together because yeah, I remember what's gonna happen in the cutscene. It's basically the reason why. So yeah, we're gonna have a duel on the long gun. So let's hope our top speed is good. Because yeah, you're gonna need a good Sure, so yeah. So I guess we'll just wait up for him here. And yeah, this is our last boss. Are we touching stage 3 though? No, actually, because there's our final boss of the stage. That's why we're kind of doing it like this. Maybe for the next few stages there isn't a final boss, so yeah, so we won't be able to do something like this, but I'm still probably going to, I'm wondering if I turn around or not. I'm pretty much just gonna wait. But yeah, but yeah, next, yeah, what should I say? But I think, yeah, for the next couple of stages though, yeah, I will probably think about hunting down Wanderers, so yeah. But anyway. And once again, we'll wait for Sure here. Again, I'm not so sure if weighing kill is probably the best of it. I mean, it keeps the engine cool, so yeah. Yeah, Sure, yeah, he's a bit infamous too, because again, he's quite fast, so yeah. The question is, am I blocking him? The answer is... no, I'm not blocking him. I would be if I did that, so let's not do that. Anyway, there he is. He actually drives a Mazda 3, which you won't expect to be a good car on the long gun, but he makes it work, so yeah. Alright, Sure, let's do this. Like I said, you don't trifle this guy, he is definitely very good at what he does. Yes, yeah, I'm gonna use all my nitrous against him. Yeah, if he's your first boss, you'll probably have a lot of problems. And yeah, another thing about him too, he also has acceleration at it too. Which I guess makes sense because yeah, the fizzing noise that the nitrous makes is very similar to the soda that he drinks, so yeah. Luckily though, we have the acceleration. So, there we go. Rise of New Generation has now been beaten. And there we go. As you were checking your machine's condition in the parking, two men called out to you. A large, muscular man who looks the part, sure strong, and a quirky man with an artistic vibe, every little bit warrior. Despite the contrasting appearances, they seem quite friendly with each other. Hey, you're Rapid Guardian, right? Thanks for earlier. That was a great battle. As fellow fans of the Shooter Extra, so let's get along from here on. Oh, Ghana, sir, here's one for you on the house. Brother, you shouldn't drink so much soda, it's bad for you. Also, you're way too loud. Even a ton of Paras was starved. Oh. Rapid Guardian, someday you'll have to tell me why you started racing. These days, a lot of people are gathering on the Shooter Extra to chase their dreams. I like listening to their stories. Ever since I was a kid, I loved motorsports. In the end, I'm working as a radio MC now. But still, I want to stay connected to all the racing. That's why the Shooter Extra is a place I've always admired. While racing here, it seems like my dreams are coming true. Like I found the place where my true self belongs. Oh, every little bit worried. It's still overthinking everything too much. Race because you want to race. Drink because you want to drink. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, I mean, no, you're right, brother. I guess I got a bit carried away from my story. New street racers are beginning to gather on the Shooter Expressway. What is it that they seek? Those yet unseen. What am I searching for? A vivid yellow machine appeared before you once again. Stepping out was the street racer woman who had once welcomed you, Cinderella past midnight. Good evening, it's a lovely night. You become quite the accomplished street racer. I heard so many people talking about you. It's been a long time since I've been this excited. Meeting someone like you makes me feel glad to be a street racer. I think he has something that attracts other street racers. A shining, burning passion of I want to race more. That's his sparkle. I'm sure that will be your right to reach legend status. Hey, do you remember what I told you? You've met so many street racers on the Shooter Expressway, haven't you? Not all of them are nice, were they? You battled with such people. What did you feel? Why do you race? Tell me the answer you found. Alrighty, so we defeated Shua. We have a decent amount of PP, so yeah. But yeah, I do want to probably save a little bit, so I'm probably not going to spend it all in one place after I get my upgrades. We'll wait for after we defeat the Wanderers and the rest of the teams, so yeah. Let's get brake, suspension, tires, and body. There we go, all upgrades, and we barely had enough, so good thing I didn't overspend, right? Let's add those parts, and then yeah, we have two more bosses to talk about. And there we go. So yeah, now we're looking a lot better. We're fully upgraded now, so that's cool. So yeah, now if we go back to the map though, I'm going to change back to medium tires. We now have an objective not part of the other three. We need to defeat Cinderella past midnight to end stage. So yeah, as you see that, yeah, we have a lot of Wanderers. So yeah, like Master Position. Highway Gabba, oh boy. He's a Wanderer, right? Win on Napoli, who yeah, we can't really do much about parkour. So before we do think about them, I do want to defeat the remaining teams, obviously. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, yeah, we're gonna be thinking about Wanderers a lot in the next spot. So yeah. But anyway, alright, let's end things off by looking at the two bosses we took out. And here they are. Let's start with every little bit warrior. Master Yamaguchi, Radio MC. He has been steadily working towards making a name in motorsports since childhood, preferring battles that showcase his techniques such as cornering, the passing of the cars, rather than power showdowns on straightaways. His car is tuned with a focus on suspension. He admires the driving style of Shua Strong, which is completely opposite to his own. Thanks to his older brother, he enjoys drawing, and his car's emblems are his creations. You see him praised on Intel Prize, I'm very happy. Well, yeah, that's something I would like too. And yeah, these two aren't brothers. They can't just see each other as brothers though, so yeah. But yeah, here's Shua Strong, Hasei Kai, Demolition Worker. With 700 parts from scrap cars, he got into car tinkering and drove into the world of racing. His pride and joy is his beloved car, stripped mainly in the power unit, favoring bold gas pedal work for an overwhelming victory. On the other hand, the suspension remains unstable, making corners his weak point. He loves carbonated drinks, always carrying a 2-liter bottle, and his car's currently reflect his favorite drink. Very little bit warrior worries about himself. Yeah. And he's called Strong because that's the onomatopoeia for the fizzing sun. Soda. A small soda mix, so yeah. If you're wondering. Alright, so yeah, we got a lot of custom cards. We got Rolling Down #1s. I think it's better than Rolling Guy #1's card. It makes sense because we fight her later. The decals are very interesting looking, so yeah. Especially that one up there, so yeah. Then we got Kurgane Okada, Iron Man's little board. I do like what this one looks like because of the spore on the back, so yeah. I think it fits the vlogs look quite well, so yeah. And then after that we got Yami Tengu, Dark Tengu's car obviously. This is a VAB Super Double X STI, so yeah. And yeah, just, purple and black with a big spore on the back. Then we got Kiri Sumo, which is probably the Japanese staple, every little bit warrior, so yeah. It's not a bad card, but yeah, I think if you want a card from this, you might want Strongs, although yeah. It did say that, yeah, it doesn't handle the burst. I'm not sure that's just flavor text or not. But yeah, this thing is pretty good. 4 drive, 329 PS. So yeah, but it is a bit heavy, and it does cost the same as a ton of Polaris's. That's interesting. But anyway, I do like the Blake. Again, I do think the Master 3 looks cool, it's just that again, apparently it's not that good of a card, so yeah. But anyway, that'll be good for now, because, again, I mean, let's have a little look at the Wanderers. I'll buy the cars, and then off screen I'll probably tune them up. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. Because again, they're not cars I'm gonna be using, so yeah, again, let's have a little bit. So again, more clan, near BB, good to know. We can buy Mass Physician, we need a Mark 10, but we don't have that. Saturdays and Sundays, I don't know why we haven't bought this guy yet, but hey. No Nitrous, that's good to know. 186. We've done that already, 66 kilometers. We need an Alto, so that's 3 cars. We need a rotary car. I might save that for later. The UV is strong formation, so we can take on Jet Ski on the weekends, so that's good to know. Finish an owner, we have an FR car, so we can do him. 20,000 cost of air parts, yeah, we can do that. Stock car though, yeah, that's no problem, because I don't have that. Z33 we can't get yet. 2,000 kilometers, we're far away from that. And then finally Highway Gambler, yeah, he's Highway Gambler, so yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah, these two. We'll think about them later, so yeah. So looking at that again, technically 4 cars, but I'm only gonna buy 3. The Alto, the 186, and the BB. So let's go ahead and buy them, because I'm pretty sure I bought them in the factory, so yeah. Let's have Toyota. Let's buy the BB. Let's not switch to it, because we're not gonna use it just yet. Then after that, we got 186. Yeah, I think I got these on the picture already, right? And then finally the Suzuki Alto. There it is. And, I don't need to customize them, but I do have excess money, so yeah. So I'm probably gonna have some fun doing that, so yeah. Alrighty then. We're almost done with stage 2, can you believe that? But yeah, before we do, I do want to obviously take on a lot of Wanderers, because if we clear out more Wanderers, that'll make my life a bit easier later in the game, I feel like, so yeah. But we still have some teams left too, so I'll definitely think about them as well. I'll probably take on the Wanderers, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be it for now. Next time, yeah, we're gonna be, yeah, we're gonna continue wrapping up stage 2. Maybe take on some Wanderers, obviously take on the rest of the teams too, that's also very important, so yeah. So again, we got quite a bit to do now, so yeah. Even though, yeah, we defeated all the bosses, so yeah. And up to Cinderella past midnight, so yeah. Anyway. So with that done, yeah, like I said, yeah, next time, yeah, let's keep wrapping up this stage, so yeah, look forward to that. I'll see you guys again for that.